I Was Caught in the Storm by Brenda Stewart. Afraid of the dark, Abigail's favorite blanket covered her soul. Lightning bolts lit the starless sky. Claps of thunder rang out. Raindrops crashed, beaded, and slid down her bedroom window pane, lulled her sweet spirit to sleep. I took a final walkthrough before retiring. Down winding stairs, chill linoleum cooled my feet. A light illuminated the stovetop, where a coffee pot sat on steel grates. I walked behind the center island, adjusting wooden stools, double-checked the front and back door locks. Standing in the middle of the living room, I assessed the neatly arranged furniture and decor. But as I turned to head back upstairs, in my peripheral vision, I caught a glimpse of a dark image holding a long stem red rose. Exhausted, fluffing my pillows and stretching out in the comforting warmth, I finally settled into bed. Just as I was about to drift off, I felt a small trembling hand nudge my arm. "Mama," Abigail's voice was barely heard. "I'm scared of the dark." With wide eyes, trembling hands, and a shaky voice, her fears were noticeable. I quickly pulled her close, offering what comfort I could as the storm raged. Her little hand laid across my chest, felt the rhythmic thumping of my heart, and drifted back to sleep. Moments later, the curtains blew violently, snapping, popping, and flipping aggressively in the room. Terrified, she turned over on her back, her voice barely heard. "Mama, there's someone in the room," Abigail said. A tall, dark figure towered over us, its piercing stare permeating my soul, frightening my 7-year-old daughter. "The storm is raging outside. Will it ever cease?" Grabbing Abigail, I ran from the oppressor, racing down winding stairs, through the untouched kitchen where the stove light still shone over the coffee pot, and in the living room where everything stayed in its place. Again, in my peripheral vision, I saw the dark image holding a red rose. Fumbling to unlock the front door, I held her hand and fled the premises. My footsteps pitter-pattered on the wet sidewalk, while my daughter's stumbling footsteps tried to keep up with mine. My heartbeat fluttered. The adrenaline flooded my body. I felt the storm wind raging. A trail of lampposts lit our path, our fingers clawing leaves and dirt, grasping for leverage, made our way up a steep, muddy hill, pausing only for a moment. We ran across the highway. Not a soul in sight, Abigail following close behind, never uttered a word, while maneuvering across another road, over a guardrail, down a dirt path, and entering a gated community. Home. Lord, let this storm pass. Turtle-shaped monkey bars and 2 springy coiled pigs with bolted footholds still stood at the neighborhood playground. Tall, flourishing trees lined walkways, and streamlined prickly bushes sat underneath townhome windows. Abigail and I ran up on my mother's porch, catching my breath. I scanned the area to make sure we weren't followed to our destination. The door lock clicked. A wooden door with a glass panel opened as we slipped away inside to safety. Outdated curtains hung at my mother's living room picture window. Wall-to-wall carpet covered cement flooring. A 1970s television set against the north side of the wall. On the south side, an old hi-fi stereo and a cone black lamp lit the ceiling red. Twin bunk beds and quilts with matching pillows, empty walls and empty closets, and a small bathroom reeked ivory soap. The kitchen and living room were separated by carpet, and my mother's favorite rocking chair sat still beside the hall closet. "I told you not to get involved with him," Mother said. "Mom, there's someone standing at the kitchen window," Abigail said. A hurricane, a twister. It ran around the side of the house, beating on the bedroom windows. I ran and pushed Abigail and my mother into a darkened hole and shut the door behind us. Waiting with my feet firmly planted, I aimed a cocked and loaded .22 caliber at the door entrance. His searching hand jiggled and twisted the doorknob. Shattering broken glass fell softly on the living room carpet. With anger and power, the storm exposed my frightened heart. I felt a presence guide my hand. A clap of thunder, lightning struck, gunshots rang out. The rose petals floated gently to the floor. The raging storm disappeared into the night.